Minutes. Wonderful. So namaste, welcome. Oh, Mukti, it's outside. It's beautiful. Lovely to see you all. So good to be here. And yeah, what a time we're in. Lots of intensity, lots of moving, lots of shift, lots of growth. It feels like that cocoon that we've been in for the last couple of years is starting to crack open and sort of force us out into the unknown. And that's very exciting. And at the same time, for some of us, it's bringing a lot of beautiful opportunities that probably feel really big. So virtual background. Well, still a nice virtual background. So we do have those kind of flowers down in Victoria here. And, you know, today's a potent day where we're coming to the full moon. Someone told me that it was the birthday of the Mayan calendar today. So we've got a lot of energy there. There are tons of solar flares just pouring at us from the sun right now. So lots of activations happening. And our beautiful little bodies, like, you know, how do we process all this energy, right? All the planets are direct. So it's like, it's not stopping, nothing's stopping for anyone. It's sort of like, feel it, be it, open into it, and yeah, ride the waves. And so I'm really curious to see what will come through for us all today. I'd like to start. I'd like to start by just being quiet maybe for 2 minutes, and then we'll do our introductions and set our intentions for the day. But let's start by just closing our eyes. We will go in deeper with our eyes closed soon. But for now, just sort of setting the resonance or coming into the resonance of the space in this group. Might feel good to take a couple breaths, breathing in and just sighing out. And then giving yourself permission to just settle. And allowing yourself to be exactly as you are right here, right now in this moment. Not trying to fix anything or do anything. Just being present here and now with your heartbeat and with the flow of your being. Feeling our system settle together. Feel your body. Feel your breath. And just honor and allow whatever is true for you here now to be just what it needs to be. And then slowly, maybe taking a few deeper breaths. And when you're ready, just opening your eyes. So welcome. So we'll begin as we always do with just sharing our name, where we're from, and perhaps a word for today. And if you don't feel like sharing today, it's fine. Or if you want to write it in the chat box as well, that's also fine. Just whatever feels good and in alignment with you. And we'll just do it popcorn style.
Not sure, I haven't done Zoom in a while. Can you hear me? Okay. My name is Janessa, and I live in Duncan, British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, I'm here this evening because these waves are intense. And I feel I just need some grounding with some like-minded humans in this crazy world. Yeah, just trying to find my balance every day and keep centered. I just had a visit with my eldest son, and he's caught up in some drama of things, and just feeling things pretty heavily these days. So, but still, doing my work, and thought I'd show up here because I love Azrael, and I haven't done this meditation, well, only one other time, but I'd like to make it more than just once a year. Anyway, so that's me. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Sarah. I live on Quadra Island, and my word for today is release. I'm holding on a little tight here, and looking forward to letting go. Thank you.
I'm Shivakami. I'm in Arrington, Vancouver Island, and my word for today, I can never do just one word.
You don't have to.
Courage to complete. So I wanted to qualify the courage. So it's the courage to complete. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eileen, and I live in Cowichan. And just like Janessa, this is maybe my second time to ever be here. My word for today is sacred. There's just a lot of sacred energy flying around, and I'm grateful to be grounded here with all of you in this sacred circle, and just really celebrating all the new life that's showing up around us. So I'm allowing myself to mirror that. Oh.
Hi, I'm Wendy from Shawnigan Lake, and my word is trust. It was a rough week last week, but this week, I don't know, the flow just has brought me to a really peaceful feeling right now. So trust, I guess, is where I'm at. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Holly from Victoria. Sorry, Azrael, I'm technically challenged, but thank you for getting me on again. Listening to everyone else's words has been helpful because I was trying to figure out mine. So I'm going to take a little from a lot of people and say my word probably is balancing anticipation and fear with trust and joy. So there we are, a big jumble of feelings. Nasty.
Hi,
Hi,
oh,
Oh.
that always happens every time.
you go ahead.
I'm Kim. I'm in Kitimat, Northern BC, and my word is deepen. And I had another word, but yeah, I will focus. Deepen and focus right now.
Hello, my name is Jenny. I am in Kitimat right now, but I live in Victoria from Montreal, and who knows, maybe I'll move here. Who knows? My word is allow, just allowing things to move through me, to being expressed by my intuition, allowing things to be. Thank you.
I'm Shelley and I'm in Edmonton. And my word, I could pick just about any word maybe, but I think, oh, I forgot. But my cat's word is presence, and maybe I'll just go with that. Presence, yeah. Thanks.
We've got M from San Jose, and her word coming through is innocence. And Mukti in Montreal. Nice to have you in Canada, Mukti. And connected always, but may fall apart right now. Sounds like that sounds like things the way it is, right? Jackie from Cowichan, tired, and Kate from Erie, Pennsylvania is variable. Hi, Kate. There's a few people I would like to call in as well. We have Adeline, who is from France, but lives in Cowichan Valley, and she didn't give me a word for today, but she'll be with us. We have Joanne from Nanaimo, and her word is radiance. Julie from Mill Bay, Canada, whose word is shift and embrace. And Mukti, I had you as always connected, but you're already there. And Janessa, I just saw your big word and the word of love. Yeah, I'm Azrael, and my word today is allowing, but I really like yours, Holly. Anticipation, not moving into fear, and opening to joy and trust. Like I would say that really nails exactly where I'm at today, is opening into the anticipation without giving into the fear, and going into the journey with joy and trust. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. Lots, as Eileen said, lots popping up, lots moving. We can look at what's going on in the physical world right now, and it's just continued chaos. It's moved from one chaos to another chaos. And at the same time, I think all of us who have been in this space of the cocoon, it doesn't really matter where we live, whether here in Canada or in the States or in Europe or wherever. And I think it's like, nope, it's like time to go, like things are moving. It's like things are, like there's something happening. We're getting invitations, or we're being forced to purify and deal with the energies and the emotions that are coming up. It's wavy. So as Wendy said, last week was like, what the heck? And then this week's like, oh, like, okay, and there's this balance. And I was actually making a video today, and we've sort of been on a surfboard the last 2 years, and the surfboard's been this way, where we've been going back and forth in the cocoon. Now the surfboard's going this way, and we still don't know where it's going to go, but it's like, how do we stay on it and find our ground in the midst of such chaos and such shifts, right? It's very exciting times. I'm very excited. And more than ever, we're being called to open into and to own our birthright, to be the anchors of light, to continue to purify and not bypass our emotional landscape. And at the same time, be very open to the flow. You know, Sarah made the hands like we can't grip. And oh, we want to so bad right now. We can't, because it's not what we would grip on, is just falling away. It's not even practical anymore in that space or that place anymore. And so it really is about such a larger level of surrender and trust, and where and how are we willing to show up, right? And so, yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad there's movement. And at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, really? You know, really? and yeah, really. So it's time for us to dance this sacred dance. And yeah, to open into, I don't know, just to open into that flow. And I don't really know what's going to come through today. I do know I want to do a little bit of a mudra. I want to do a little bit of shaking, and then I want to get down on the floor and just really go on a journey together and see what comes through. Part of me wants to shake first, but I think we'll do the mudra first, come into our body, and then shake before we sit down. And so this is one of my favorite mudras. And it's weird that it came to me today, because I was like, really? And if people need to make me big on their screen, you go to view and then you hit like speaker, and that will make me big. I'm going to keep it in gallery on my screen for now. Okay, so this mudra is very simple. We just take the index finger and bring it to the base of the thumb. Then we're going to bring the tips of the middle and ring finger to the tips of the thumb. So it's the index finger goes to the base, and then the tips of the third and fourth go to the thumb, and our pinky fingers just hang out. And it can rest like on your lap. It can rest like that down. It doesn't really show, but like it can rest down or it can rest up. What's more comfortable, right? In this mudra, it's called Apanavayu mudra, or it's also called Mritsimrajavani mudra. So it's got two names, and the mudra itself it's to support the flow of energy to our heart, as well as to bring downward flow down to the earth. And so it's more of a heart mudra than a downward flow, but the flow of Apanavayu in Ayurveda, it's the energy that brings the awareness down. It like brings the heaven energy down. When it's in flow, there's a balanced flow down to the earth. And so this grounds us as well as supports the heart. And so if you're having heart palpitations, anxiety, stress, beautiful mudra to work with. And they even say if you know someone that's having a heart attack or stroke or something, you still want to call the hospital, but try and get their hands in this position, and it will help with the flow of blood. It really creates a resonance and a radiance. So I'll show it to you one more time. Base of the thumb, or base of the index fingers to the base of the thumb, and third and fourth fingers to the tip of the thumb. Okay. So let's just place these in our lap, and let's close our eyes. And notice if there's any place you're holding on in your body. Any place at all. And I just see that she got kicked off and got arrived. Jackie, we're just bringing the base of the index finger to tip of the index finger to the base of the thumb, and third and fourth fingers to the tip of the thumb. And so let's just close our eyes. Take a couple big, beautiful breaths in. And invite yourself to just sigh out. Give yourself permission to stop trying to hold on. There is nothing to hold on to anymore. Any idea we have of what is safe or stable has shifted, is shifting. The only stability is the space of this moment and of our consciousness, of ourselves as beings, as pure light. So let's breathe in a few times more, breathing in and sighing out. And breathing in. And one of the things I like to really notice in my body is, where may I be bracing? Where may I be stopping the energy flow? And give yourself permission to imagine yourself as a conduit of energy. A conduit where spirit wants to flow through you. You can bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. And slowly and gently just start to inhale and exhale through your nose. And I'd like us to inhale the breath up the back of the body and down the front. And you can move this breath all the way down to your feet, or just keep it from the pelvis up. It doesn't matter. Letting each inhale nourish and support, and each exhale be an opportunity to release and soften. Let each inhale be the earth coming up to say, I've got your back. And each exhale be the heaven light pouring down saying, I'm bringing you exactly what you need. And feel yourself. A lot of times we'll go to a temple, I believe. We'll go there later. But for now, just feel yourself in your room or your space, in your city, in your town, and just feel how you are an open container for the light and the life that is wanting to dance and to move through you. And then letting the breath go. And taking a moment and seeing yourself at that temple. Each maybe in our own sacred space of a larger complex of light. Some of you might be in an inside temple. I often go to an outside temple. And finding a space where you have your own unique and personal altar, still keeping the mudra. And noticing that there's this perfect little seat for you to sit in or kneel on. And then on the altar in front of you, there is just this beautiful space. Space for the miraculous to happen. It's not filled with stuff. It might have a few things on it, but it's more this open space that's inviting you to receive its gifts, the gifts of becoming. And it's asking each of us right now, just in our mind's eye, to bow down to this spacious altar, to the space of the unknown. You could even release your mudra now and open your palms so they're facing up, and feel yourself reaching your hands out to the altar, palms up in a gesture of just surrender. Bowing down to the life that is here to swirl through each and every one of us. Bowing down to the greater gifts that we are not even aware of that have already happened. And bowing down to the magic, the space of being in this body, in this place, in this life. And maybe even just surrendering anything that you have that you think you need to know, that you think you have to have right. And handing it over to the divine. And then rising up and taking a moment just to place your palms down. Still in front of your altar space, but noticing that you can feel those in the circle of light around you. Notice that you can feel this grounded group here present together. As we give thanks and call in on the energy of the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, all of our guides and angels, the ancient earthly elementals and the heavenly beings that are here to sing and shine their light through us. And notice and feel above us, there is both a storm shaking things up and a new dawn that is rising. And just take a few moments here. Noticing we are no longer in the garbs of the initiates. We are ready to step into the gateway, the portals, and to open into the full truth of our potential. And it's okay if you feel a little nervous when I say that. Breathe. Feel the grounded awareness. Feel that you are not alone. And then with your eyes soft or closed, gently stand up. Feel free to move any chair, anything you might have out of the way. And it's fine to open your eyes. Just keep them soft. Keep them present here now. And allow them to be a gentle space. Camera up so you can see. Of tenderness and sweetness and softness. And take a moment and again, imagine yourself standing in the circle, and it's okay if you open your eyes and look. And just allow your hands to be by your sides, maybe rock a little bit on your feet, finding center. And then opening your arms up to the side, keeping them shoulder width or maybe a little wider apart. And it's okay to do this in a chair if you're feeling tired or tender today. Notice if you're holding anywhere in your body and let yourself be an anchor for the light. Feel the angels that just came and started flying around us and through us. And feel each of us looking up to the sky, receiving the gifts both of the storm and of this new dawn. I think I'd like to shake free, almost imagine raindrops, warm raindrops pelting through you. We're going to open into a Qigong move just to sort of shift any anxiety, any stress, anything that needs to be purified. And so we're going to take our feet a little wider than hip width apart. We're going to just start to shake. And we're going to shake our elbows first. And then we're going to just allow our whole body to shake. And for those of you that have done this before, it's called trembling horse. We just start to shake our whole body. Our feet are grounded. It's like a deer that's been discovered in the garden, just breathing and shaking. And then we're going to take a big inhale in, and the next time you exhale, we're going to fold forward and make a really funny sound with our lips. It's going to sound like this. lifting up, settling. Feel that the rain is subsiding, but still notice that dark and yet moonlit sky, full moon coming, new dawn rising. Let's go ahead and shake again. We're going to do this 3 times. Open your eyes slightly. It's always nice to have those eyes open when we purify. Breathing in, breathing in. And then when you're ready, settling, grounding, present. Here. And we'll shake again. Let your cells be like receptacles to free and get rid of anything that's no longer needed, anything that we no longer need, all the fears, all the need to control, to hold on, to know what the next steps are going to be. Let us just be vessels of love, vessels of light, vessels of opening into higher awareness. And when you're ready, and notice how different you feel. Take a moment, palms down, soften to the earth. It's scary, it's exciting, it's fascinating, it's crazy. And yet we are here for a reason. We're going to open into one more round of the Qigong movement. And this is again for releasing. Called Old Man and the Pearl. It's really fun. And I'm not going to go into the whole story right now. Well, maybe I will. I'd like you just to take a moment and to imagine, again, being in your home or maybe being in your cave. The place where you go where you're uncertain, the place where when things are feeling tender and tense that you sort of hang out in. You've got to get out. You're being told it's time to get out and you don't want to, right? But slowly you get out and you start walking. And so just start walking in your body. When we open to the quantities of light that we're going to be opening to, it's really nice, again, to just open into this greater awareness. You can do the same movement on a chair. And you're walking and you're like, oh, I just want a gift. I just want a gift. I just want to trust. I just want to know. And then you look down and you see the most beautiful shining pearl in a tide pool in this puddle. And you're just like, oh my God, there's this pearl. And little do you know, it's the reflection of the moon. But what we're going to do, we're going to breathe in and we're going to fold forward and we're going to make the sound like a snake and shh. So it's S and a SH mixed together. And we're going to try and catch this pearl like this. Shh. And we can't catch the pearl, so we're going to rise up and we're all like, oh. And then we look up and we see the moon and we're going to reach up and we're going to grab the moon, bringing the thumbs inside of our fists, and we're going to make the sound, ha, as we bring the moon into our heart. And then we're going to take our fist and go, whoo, as we bring the nourishment into our belly. So 2 more times. Ah, bring that moon into our heart. Ooh. And one more time. Ah. Ooh. We'll do that 2 times more total. So we're going to go and see that pearl. Oh, it's the best thing ever. My dreams have come true. Let's go. but it's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's not there. Oh, and then we look up and see something even more magnificent, the moon. Bringing it into our heart. Ooh, our belly. Ooh. Maybe it's a pink moon. Maybe it's a gold moon. Ooh. And breathing in, up. Ooh. And one last time. Thinking that you've got the answer. It's right there in the tide pool. Let's go for it. And then realizing the real magic is up above, shining its light always through us. Ooh. 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 And take a moment and find your ground. In the clearing, in the temple, in a circle of light. Notice how you're not gripping anymore. Notice how grounded you feel. Let's circle those arms up a little bit wider than the shoulders or shoulder width. Feel that that storm has started to shift and the full moon is shining bright. The guides and the angels and the star beings are all around. And we are so held. We are so held. Releasing your hands, shrugging the shoulders back, allowing the heart to open, knowing that if you follow the threads of spirit, you can't go wrong. And then I'm going to invite you to make your way to lying down. But before we do that, and it's also fine to stay seated, but before we do that, I'd like you to take a moment, if you come into a lying down position and it's comfortable for your body, to just take a moment and to bow down. And again, maybe allowing your palms to be up again. I'll shift my camera in a second. And just taking a moment and saying, I bow down. I trust and open, maybe with anxious anticipation, but knowing that joy and trust will open me far greater than following the fear. And just feel the support that's there for you. Feel your guides, feel the angels, feel yourself being flooded by spirit. And then from here, making your way to a lying down position. Feel free to put your legs up on a chair if you like. It might feel good to put a bolster underneath your knees. What do you need today? Making sure that you're warm and cozy and comfy. And really doing what you need to take care of yourself. I actually think I will put my legs up on the chair today. A place where you can be held and supported and connected to that which is so much bigger than you. So give us a moment just to get comfortable here. Always have some crystals by me, so find your crystals if you need them. And give yourself permission just for a moment once you arrive to take a big, beautiful breath or two. And to let everything and anything go into that earth. Everything and anything. And imagine, for me, I'm remembering a teenage experience, but for you, it might be any age. Imagine a time where you just laid down in the grass. You felt the earth underneath you. The sky above you bright with stars, although we have that full moon coming. But a time when you felt so carefree and so open, so excited and present. And just take a moment and allow yourself to open to that feeling, that experience. And trust. 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 And slowly and gently allow that field to bring us all together. Our heads into a sacred divine circle. And I'm feeling the imprint of a pyramid in each of our third eye, the awakened eye. This pyramid to me is sort of starting to morph into a Merkaba. So Merkaba is a star with many triangles in it. And it's dancing on the crown of our head, in our third eye, in our heart, in our root, and in our feet. And we're being asked to open and to let go of our guards, and not to just receive, but to step forward. And to trust completely into the space of becoming. So we're going to warm up and move a little bit more energy with some breath. Breathing in and out through the mouth or through the nose. I call this the fast breath. There's no real right or wrong way to go around it. We're just warming things up. And today I'd like you to notice if one of them feels a little bit more uncomfortable than the other. And I'd like you, if it feels really sweet to do it through the nose, but hard to do it through the mouth, I'd like you to try and do it through the mouth, and vice versa. Where's the space for our greatest growth right now? And right now, as we do this and as we continue to breathe, I feel the lion energy with us, and they're walking around, and they're actually bathing us. They are preparing us for our journey to come. I don't know if these are actual lions that are here on Earth still, or if they're just representations of the star lions. They feel quite grounded. But they're in the lineage of the star lions, and they're here to really prepare the way, to open the way through the gateway, through our next steps. Keep breathing. Feel the guides at your feet. Each one of you is being held and supported at your feet by at least one guide. Feel the energy, feel the support, feel how they've got you. You're not going anywhere. You are here now in your body for a reason, and let the breath go. Give yourself permission to just let go. Give yourself permission to just let the breath go. And I'm being called that before we can open into the heart and in the palace of the heart, we need to do a little bit of work on our root. So I'd like you to all bring your awareness to the first chakra and second chakra too. I'm feeling the whole sacral area, mostly lowest, so mostly the root, but it's fine if you feel it in your lower back, pelvis area as well. The structure, the foundation, that which has shifted, that which we will never go back to, and that which is changing now in each breath and each moment. And we might have ideas of what is safe. We might have ideas of what we need, but do we truly, truly know? Because what we need is what is happening to us in each and every moment. And I'm getting the invitation for us to move through the layers deep, not just into the earth, but into the layers of our own lineage, into the layers of our own cells and our own makeup. And so let's just start by taking some deep breaths. Breathing in and exhaling, letting that breath fill up the lower part of your being, the sacrum, the pelvis floor, the perineum. And imagine that this part of your body was a gateway. We're going to take 5 to 10 breaths here, bringing the breath here nice and strong, nice and settled, nice and sacred. You might invite a color, you might invite the light, it doesn't matter, just the intention of the breath is enough. Breathing. Moving through the layers of awareness and the layers of space. Softening up this space in this gateway. Noticing if you're clenching or holding and letting yourself be open. This is the gate of our earthly realm. It's the place that we connect to the ancients. And it's the place where really we open to birthing new things. Let's take 3 more breaths. Letting the breath and the light move here. Letting the awareness move here. Let what has been hidden come to light, because that is what's happening. 1 more breath. And then when you're ready, let that breath go. And bring your awareness deep inside your body in your energetic realm. And notice right in that pelvis area somewhere, there is a door. A door, perhaps an opening to a cave. And you're being called to open that door or to walk into that cave. It's fine to take a light with you. I'd like you to try to feel this inside your body. It'll shift quick, but just let the entrance be in your body. Some of you might have hit a slide where you just started sliding and sliding and sliding deep into the earth. And others of you might be moving down steps. Old, ancient steps. Moving down deeper and deeper into the layers. Moving down deeper and deeper and deeper till eventually you come to a cavern. And this is a cavern that we've been to before. Those of you that have done these gatherings before, there's warm fires and light, the red fire embers burning. There's drumming and humming and the ancient chanting. There's the primal energy. It's damp and it's moist. and yet it's warm and humid, comfortable. And in this space, you don't see, but you feel the energy of the ancient beings and the earthly immortals. Their presence is bigger than this cavern could ever hold, and yet they are here holding such divine white light. And they're asking you to come and sit with them and notice that there is this white light area that's asking you to come and to sit in. It's unique to you. It might be a chair, it might be a chamber, it might just be a shaft of light. So I invite you in your mind's eye to sit in this place deep, deep, deep in the dark, dark earth. And to notice that you are sort of invited to stay or be held in place here. And that it's almost like there's a seatbelt. Like, I don't want to say we're being forced to stay here, but there's like a seatbelt with like a gemstone across her chest. And it's like sort of holding us there, and it's turning us around to face this ancient, ancient, ancient being. This being that is so old that they carry with them the wisdom of 1,000,000 lives. They carry with them the wisdom of the rocks and the crystals and the energies of all things that are blossoming, being. And that these things, this being wants to come up close to you. It might look human, it might be like energy, who knows? You know. And they want to peer with their energy into your face and into your eyes. Perhaps they want to whisper into your ears. And just take a moment and receive whatever it is they may have to give. Whatever it is they may have to share. Whatever it is that is present for them there. And I'm just going to share. I got the words, you're ready, and now I'm feeling like a river of lifetimes of energy moving through me, fire and water and earth, crystal and wind. And allow yourself to receive this transmission, this energy, this space. Allow yourself to feel this, to open to it. Noticing perhaps that you're not in your chair anymore, but that you are just held in this cavern and being given this divine, ancient knowing. In fact, you might even be lying on a stone table. Horus above you. The energies of many other guides and beings around you. And even though we came down this way through the route, they're looking at our hearts. And they're looking for any fear or uncertainty or patterning that says, I can't be the miracle that I was born to be. And notice how in the center of your chest, it just opens up. And this beautiful hand of light comes. Almost like a magnet to collect any fear, any uncertainty, any belief that you can't live to your highest potential, that you can't be the dream that you were born to be. Allowing this energy to just coalesce and collect in the hand of light. Noticing it might move from other areas of your being to not just the heart. And feel again Horus and all of the guides around you. It's interesting as I'm feeling Kokopelli, and he's no one that I've ever thought I'd feel before. And he's the trickster. And yet he's here to invite you to play. To remember nothing is as it seems. So why don't you let go and open to the dance? Take a few more minutes, just allowing this energy, these hands of light to pull out the uncertainty, the unknown. Notice how white and bright you are. Notice how light you are. And notice how expanded your energy field is and how clear you are. And those hands offer that energy that was old, that was stale, out to be recycled into the universal realm of all beautiful things. And in the space of your heart, you're being given a breath. Now, some of you might see this as a crystal, but the image I'm getting is that one of your guides, and I'm feeling it like an elemental energy, maybe a fairy spirit, maybe a earth energy spirit, coming in and blowing the most beautiful color into your heart. Bringing you the remembering of the magic, of the force, of the dance of light, of that which is older than we could ever imagine, and yet playful and held in sacred light. Let this color fill you up. Let this color resonate into your heart. Open into the space of your highest being and awareness, and open yourself to receive. You don't have to fear. Just like the flower is seated, grows, buds and blossoms and blooms, just to move back to the earth. That is the cycle of our life. It's the cycle of our becoming. And this is such a gift to open to the radiance. Notice how your heart feels open and bright. Notice how even though we're deep within the earth, we're on a table of light. And they want to ascend us back to the earth just on this table. So just imagine yourselves ascending back into the space in the meadow. And taking a moment when you arrive there and going, oh, here I am. And noticing how different you feel. And how alive you feel. And how held. And how beautiful. And how awake. And feel free to take a couple breaths here or to just rest. Taking some time to integrate this before we transition into the next part of the journey. The wise ones, those ancient beings, they left a little bit of a flame in our heart. There's a little bit of that ancient fire there. So just allow yourself to feel that fire of the heart. Give yourself permission to just feel it. to allow it to be warmed by the memories of our ancestors beyond time, the beings beyond time that are here to guide and to help us and support us in our journey. And you might even hear the beating of the ancient drums again. Rhythmic, moving vibration through your body, and giving yourself the space to open, to feel the presence of the earth shimmering through you. And we're going to start that fast breath again through the mouth or the nostrils, whichever one feels good to you this time, and allowing it, if possible, to nourish and support the flame in the heart. It's almost like there's an ice cube that we're going to melt. We've been filled up with the color, we've had ourselves cleared, and now it's like, let's break through this crystalline barrier into the full light of our potential. So breathing that fast breath in and out through the mouth or the nose, and keeping the attention on the flame in the heart. You don't have to force the breath to do anything to the flame. Just let your attention rest there as you breathe. And if the attention goes elsewhere, it's totally fine, totally beautiful, totally allowed. Keep breathing, keep going with it. Let yourself be warmed up. Let yourself bring this hearth energy up so that we can open into higher heaven energy with it. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. We are here for a reason. We are in these bodies for a reason. It is time. May we have the courage to complete, the courage to step forward, the courage to trust, the courage to allow, the courage to love, the courage to dance and to fall apart and to awaken and to be messy and to be divine and to be everything and anything that we are, and let the breath go. Let the breath go. Let the breath go. Just feel it. Be it. Allow it. Allow it. And as we just rest for another minute, just give yourself permission to be and feel and experience whatever you're feeling, the guides at your feet, the lions walking around the circle, space of your heart, grounded into the root of your being. And then finding your breath and allowing that breath to go. And we're going to allow that breath to fill up the heart. Any color, any feeling, it doesn't matter. Just breathing and exhaling into the heart. Allowing this breath to ground and anchor any wisdom there. Don't worry if the fire's disappeared, because we're going to open into another gateway in a moment. Just be with the breath. Be with this space. Let's take 5 more breaths. And after the next breath, let the breath go. And bring your awareness to the space of your heart. In Qigong, we call this the palace of the Shen, the palace of our spirit. And when Shen has left the palace, we know that there's a disturbance in our energy field. And when Shen is here, when spirit is in our heart, we are open and ready to face anything. And so in our heart today, we're going to really open into the higher palace of our Shen, of our spirit, of our wisdom. And I'd like you to notice that just like in the root, there's this little doorway in the heart. It might just be a staircase. It might be a doorway to a staircase. And it's the most beautiful staircase you've ever seen in your life. It might be pearly white or crystal or rainbow colored. And this energy of the staircase is just winding up higher and higher to the more subconscious and subtle levels of our experience, of our mind, of our being. Each step taking us into the unknown. And it might be a very light and bright area, or it might be dark. We're just following the stairs. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. And you come to this platform. And at the platform, there's this beautiful sort of marble space. And in this platform, you just notice these higher level beings, angels and guides and aspects of yourself, star beings. And they're all smiling at you and looking at you and not really asking you to come forward, just saying, I see you. We're here. But they want you to go further. And you see this short staircase that leads you up to this beautiful garden. So you walk up the staircase and you're in the Garden of Eden. What would the Garden of Eden look like and feel like? And as you look across this beautiful lawn, all these flowers and trees, you see these 3 beings standing there waiting for you. And they might be different for all of us. Maybe you only have a sense of their shape or color, or maybe you see them clearly. For me, I see one of the star lions. I see one of the archangels. And I see a soft form that hasn't quite become visible yet. Oh, yes, they have. I see the divine energy of Jesus and Mary Magdalene together, woven in tantric unity. More Jesus right now for me than her. So just notice these beings that are standing here, holding light in the space. And walk forward to them and go to the first one that calls you. And don't worry if you're not sure who or what they are. Just go into these energy spaces. They might be a ball or a feeling of light. And go to the one that calls you forth. For me, it's the lion. And he asked me to kneel, not so that I can bow down to him, but so that he can bless me with greater awareness, greater understanding, and greater courage to open into the divine path that my soul is weaving for me. And notice that each of your guides right now is giving you something. And what he is doing is he is opening a gateway to me, to a higher realm. He's not necessarily telling me to step through it. He says it's already happening. And I am going to step through it just to embrace myself in its energy. You have to follow the thread of what you love. And so notice what your guides and energies are sharing with you. Just the first one now. It might be a crystal, it might be a gemstone, it might be a gateway. And my gateway is actually taking me to the next guy, who is the divine archangel Michael. And he is washing me free of my beliefs, of my preconceived notions. It's like a shower of blue light flowing down over me, baptizing me in the grace of all things. And so again, allow your second guide to give you your attunement, whatever it is. Trust in the process. Allow yourself open to higher vibrations, because we are opening. As I'm being washed with this electric blue light, I'm feeling the energy of the Buddha nature flowing through me, vibrating through me, asking me to awaken to the space both of compassion and of higher awareness in my body, in body light. I'm just going to take a moment here. Archangel Michael is not done with me. I'm just allowing him to share his gifts. And Jesus is now calling me forward, this divine sacred being of Christ consciousness, of love and of light. Inviting me to sit with him in grounded reality, in shining his purple Christ light into my eyes, through his third eye, through his hands, and asking me to open to the divine masculine that's wanting to merge with the divine feminine within me. That's why Mary Magdalene sort of disappeared, because he's saying that I am a representative of her. I am a representative of the divine feminine through this divine Mary, through this divine Shakti, this essence of spirit, of life, of sensuality, of breath, of body. And he's telling me to not be afraid of this dance between the Shiva and the Shakti. He's telling all of us to open to the rising of the feminine within each of us now, but to be embraced by the healthy sacred masculine. And that when we have the opportunity to open to the grace of this divine masculine moving through us, that we may not shut it down, that we may open to the dance of life flowing. And I'm seeing a DNA helix flowing through each of us, merging the energies of our yin and yang, of our Shiva and our Shakti, of our sun and moon, and allow your guides to give you whatever they're giving you. I'm just sharing what's coming through me. And it's interesting because this divine DNA is turning into the ovaries and the uterus and the sexual organs into the release of the birthing. Through this dance, we are birthing. We are the birth of the new generation. Okay, just take a moment, feel it. I think we're all sexually women here today. We may not be. It's okay if you're masculine and feeling this too. And giving yourself permission to feel the weaving of the divine, of the sky and the earth, of the man, of the woman, of the light and of the dark, balancing. Don't say no. Each of you who are being called forward, it is not time to say no right now. It is just time to say, yes, I am ready to dance. I'm ready to dance, not just with the divine, but in my life. And now you're being escorted to a chair, is lounge, couch, for you just to sit on for a moment, to rest in awe and wonder, and to give yourself permission to just soak it all in this Garden of Eden, in this space of magnificence and beauty. Your root awakened, your heart shining bright. Feeling the guides down on that little platform below, coming up maybe just to smile at you, each of them blessing you in your own way, in their own way. The star seeds, the aliens, the heavenly lights. And then one of them grabs your hand, maybe an ancestral energy, feeling like a divine feminine, a divine mother or grandmother, sister, walking you back down the stairs into the palace of the Shen, into the palace of your heart, and bringing you back to the space in the middle. This space and this place, the here and now. Take a moment and just let this shimmer. Deep work today, powerful work. It's okay to smile in ecstasy or to cry if that's how you feel. And knowing that I see each and every one of you as reflections of my being. I see into each of your eyes and each of your souls. And I so honor each of you for being part of the fabric of this universe. And I feel that as we lie here, just in some rest for about 5 minutes or so, I'm going to be quiet. We could just, it's up to our comfort level, either hold hands with each other or just feel each other in the circle. Allowing heaven and earth to come together within us here and now. And I'll let you know when it's time to rise. Taking a moment wherever you are and just feeling your body. Some of you might choose not to rise now, and that's totally fine. Very powerful circle. But if it feels good, you might want to just take a moment and take some deeper breaths. Giving gratitude to the guides and the angels and the earthly beings and the heavenly beings. And really bringing your energy into your body. You might start to touch yourself, just making sure you're here, rubbing your shoulders or your arms. It might feel good to stretch out a little bit. Before gently rolling to one side. And taking a moment as you roll onto one side and just noticing that you feel like quite a different person than you did. There's something different in your cellular makeup. There's more light, there's more space, there's more magic. And then keeping your eyes closed or gently soft, can make your way up to seated. There's no hurry to do this. And just closing your eyes when you arrive there and taking a few moments to just rest in your being. Maybe feeling and seeing yourself in that temple and noticing how grounded and how light you are. And feeling that full moon, that coming full moon rising bright above you. And feeling this gathering of beings connected here together as one. And so opening your eyes only when you feel ready. Seeing and feeling each of these beautiful spirits, knowing that we are in turn a reflection of the whole, of each other. And so very powerful. I'm going through a huge shift in consciousness myself. I had a 5-day Qigong retreat, had some of my old Kundalini sort of triggers come in. I'm not going through Kundalini again, thank God, but a lot of light and a lot of opening. And yeah, so very, very powerful. So I invite you to be gentle, especially over the next few days, to move on your surfboards and to give yourself permission to fall apart and also to open to greater grace and to notice where you might be holding back and where spirit might be calling you forward. And it's okay to hold on. We're all doing that. But when we can, where can we just say, okay, but I'm moving forward at the same time, even though I don't know where. So let's close with our name and a word, and don't feel like you have to if you don't want to.
This is Shelley, and My words are endings and beginnings.
Shivakami, for me, it was grounded voice, or maybe it's grounded truth. Something like that. Oh, and that's via Mellow, my cat, who had a very strange position as he laid on me tonight. So, thank you.
It's Kim, and I am open and ready.
Jenny, and I say yes and oui. Nice.
Sarah, and thank you so much.
Hi, it's Holly. As usual, one word. My word is courage, but I'm grounded by the peat fires of my ancestors who journeyed through the unknown, and I get my strength knowing that and remembering that that's in me.
Hi, Janessa. My lighting's not great, but I just want to finish with thank you so much, Azrael. That was beautiful. I love Archangel Michael and the Blu-ray. It's my favorite. And I'm gonna just finish with yes and trust. Trust has been a big one for me, and I've just got to, trust. So thank you.
And then we have Jackie, who is relaxed, M, who is present, I'm Azrael, and my word is also trust. Trust and allow, and follow the flow. So, yeah, we'll be meeting next month. I'm not sure, the third Tuesday of the month, 4:30. I'm not sending the videos out anymore. What I'm doing is I'm posting them on a site, and they're on my website. It's free, but if you want to see the videos, just let me know and I'll send you an invitation to the site and the videos, and we can share on there, so we don't have to just do it on Facebook. And yeah, I wish you all the most beautiful, beautiful day and full moon with so much love and so much light and so much gratitude. Namaste.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye.